Rabbi Shmuley, thank you for that kind introduction. And it is a great honor to be here with all of you tonight, and an even greater honor to serve this country as Secretary of the Treasury. Thank you for this tremendous award, which is very meaningful to me because I've had the opportunity to know Sheldon and Miriam Adelson for over 20 years. So to receive their award is particularly meaningful in our leadership in fighting terrorism and combating terrorist financing, which is so important today. Treasury has had an important role in fighting terrorism going back since World War II. We have over 700 people at Treasury that are focused on sanctions and sanctions management, and these are very important tools, and these tools work. Not only are we focused on fighting Iran, North Korea, Syria, Russia, Venezuela, but we are focused on so many issues that are critical around the world. Last summer, as was announced in the video, I had the opportunity to visit the Middle East. I went to Saudi Arabia, Israel, Qatar, and UAE in a 6-day trip. First, let me say, in Saudi Arabia, in a very, very important milestone, we launched the Terrorist Financing Targeting Center, where for the first time, the United States will be working on the ground with different Arab countries, jointly sharing intelligence to combat terrorism. And let me tell you, stopping the financing through sanctions absolutely works. I'd also say it was a great honor going to Israel and meeting with the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. There is no better partner of the United States than the State of Israel. So let me say to Adar, to Scott, to Ron, to Sean, and to Caitlyn, it is an honor to be up here and receive awards with all of you tonight. As most people have said tonight, this president is the greatest friend to the State of Israel. Many people don't realize it was on October 23rd, 1995, that the 104th Congress passed the historic legislation of the Jerusalem Embassy Act of 1995. And not only did they pass it, but they passed it by 93-3 in the Senate and 374-37 in the House. Multiple presidents have signed waivers citing national security reasons not to uphold this law. President Trump was determined that he would uphold the interests of Congress and the interests of the United States and recognize the capital of Israel. The president also has announced that he will no longer sign waivers with the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal. The president is not only committed to making sure that Israel is safe, but that its neighbors and the rest of the world is safe from ballistic missiles and from Iran exporting terrorism through the region. Let me tell you, the sanctions against Iran worked. It was the reason why they came to negotiate, and our President Trump is determined, as I said, that if we don't change the agreement, the sanctions will go back in place to protect Israel and the rest of the world. And let me tell you, this evening, I'm also honored to be here with you at a very momentous time in our administration and something that is very important to our national security. So as a member of the National Security Council, I've been integrally involved in the strategy with North Korea, and we have put more sanctions on North Korea in the last year than the prior administrations have done in the last 20 years. Our issue is not with the people of North Korea. Our issue is with our determination to make sure that there are not nuclear weapons on the Korean Peninsula. And tonight, in an historic occasion, Kim Jong-un invited President Trump to meet with him and agreed to suspend nuclear tests and other missiles while we negotiate to get rid of nuclear arms on the peninsula. And as the president recently tweeted, and those of you know, including Sean, how much he loves his Twitter account, we will not take off these sanctions until we achieve our goals to make sure that the world is protected. So it's a great honor to be here with all of you. Rabbi, thank you for everything you've done. I look forward to going back to Israel next summer and every summer that I'm here in office to fight and combat terrorist financing. Thank you very much.